Ladies and gents, music lovers and friends, welcome to the 10th episode of the Landmark Show. As you can see, on my right-hand side, I'm flanked by an individual who you may not know. So I want to introduce you to my man, Fredrick Mulla. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling?
Sharp. Showcase.
Unasemaje mzee?
Showcase.
Habari za leo? Habari za leo?
Poa sana.
Poa.
Your Swahili is good.
I'm trying, dog. I'm trying. Man, how's Johannesburg been for you so far, Maji?
This is my second time in Johannesburg. This time around, I've enjoyed a lot.
Oh, yeah?
We've been to several places, which is really nice. Now we at Greenside, in the Castle House.
Oh, yeah.
The food, Kota, the friends, each and everybody, yourself.
I think Mulla might just be bringing some lobola sometime soon. So if his citizenship changes, lobola's dowry and you pay for it.
I told you that yesterday. I was a South African lady.
Ladies, you heard that.
I'm single.
We're glad that you're having a good time, bro. It's certainly good to have you, man. Good to meet, man. I know it's been an exchange remotely, so it's been a pleasant experience, bro.
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna get right into it, man. You know, the other day we were chopping it up and we were talking about, let's call it the process of evolving as a person, as a musician, as an artist. You know, do you have a personal philosophy as an artist when it comes to approaching music? And if so, what is that?
Okay, that's a nice question.
Yeah.
From my perspective.
Yeah, from your perspective,
every perspective is subjective. So this is from my side. From my side, I've always been this person that I always feel like it's not enough. I always feel like it's not enough. I want to explore more and to learn more, due to the fact that I'm a professional musician. Like I studied music. Like I have a bachelor degree in arts.
Okay.
Bachelor of Arts in Music.
Whoa.
Bachelor of Arts in Music. So me like boxing myself in one aspect, like being a rapper, just only to me is not a fulfillment at all. Always since when I was a kid, I've been always that person who wants to learn more about the industry and the craft and everybody, because each and every time I normally picture myself like 5 years or 10 years after now. I don't want to still doing rap each and every time.
Okay.
I just wanted to maybe one day to have a record label.
Okay.
And have artists like an incubator. To incubate an artist. So I need to tap and know each and every genre, each and everything.
Because you can't be useful if your mindset is one dimensional, or you only have one view of the world.
So even meeting with Provoke, that was like going back to school again, because now you're in a room with people who have experienced more than 20 years in music. Worked with a lot of artists, something like that. So it's a process. I'm learning each and every day, but it's different to other people. But on my side, like I love to evolve and I love to learn each and every day.
Any differences, like in Johannesburg and in the time that you spent here, is there anything musically that you think, that's a unique thing that I didn't know or didn't see or didn't think about, Or do you find that, the industry and the musicians in general are the same no matter where you are in the world? Like, is there anything that surprised you?
We're almost the same.
Okay.
Like there's this aspect of culture.
Okay.
Right? I think South Africa in general, you guys are very big, like you're into yourself.
Okay.
In East Africa, the problem is we normally jump into anything which is trendy.
Okay.
Like in TZ, we do have bongo flavor.
Yeah.
But bongo flavor is not as big as Amapiano or Afro, which is not bad.
That's not
all
bad.
from the same continent, but in South Africa it's a little bit different. When we were in TZ back in the days, they used to tell us like, there's this some of Tanzanian artists are big in South Africa, and we used to go crazy like, now we have our brothers from TZ who are big in South Africa. But the first time when I was in Joburg, I remember we were in Rosebank. No, not Rosebank. Sandton City. And we were passing through the mall asking people like,
do you know this person?
They don't even have a clue.
Okay.
So it's different here. Like you guys, you love your own culture, your own food, like you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, you didn't let other sounds to come in.
That's interesting. That's really interesting.
So it's different from East Africa.
And this is your impression based on what you've seen, right?
Yeah.
It's a true reflection of what you've observed.
Yes.
Yo, that's dope, man. I think then in that
even
case,
the language, we talked about the names. Names like the traditional names and stuff. Like East Africa is all about the Christian names and stuff like that.
All right. No, cool, man. That's actually a very interesting observation. You know, we South Africans, I can say this for free, we also tend to think that we should be embracing more of ourselves. That there is that we feel like we're not doing it enough. I'm sure if you ask other people, you find that they feel like, oh no, we should be doing more. We should be doing something. I see what you mean, right?
Like in East Africa, now, like in TZ, bro. In TZ, we have more than 250 tribes. More than 250 tribes. So, and each and every tribe has their own values, have their own sounds and music. But we don't embrace them.
Yeah, that's deep. That's deep.
But in other aspects, for me, I feel like it is an opportunity. Like yesterday, we were in this Muzi performance. Somewhere, I don't know. One thing I've learned from Muzi is his music is all about South African influence. Traditional sounds, indigenous and then he transformed those sounds into sounds that anyone can relate to.
Oh, dog.
So to me, that was like an eye-opening. I was like, okay, now when I go back, like in TZ, we have all this variety of tribes, and each tribe got different sounds and everything. So I was like, okay,
you could go and tap in
and take each and everything and then transform it into sound that anybody can relate to.
Dope. Nah, we could go down that rabbit hole quite a lot because recently I discovered there's a library. I think it's in the Eastern Cape, in Fort Hare University. They call it. It's like a repository of local indigenous sounds. Like if you wanted to go there, you could go there, spend your time and going through a bunch of library content, about all these sounds that are different and so this is dope. It's something we should definitely explore. Mulla, the second thing I want to ask you, or the second thing I'd like us to talk about is success, man, and ambition, right? How does Mulla and what is Mulla's philosophy between ambition, success, and also staying true to yourself? Is it possible to be successful while staying true to yourself? Or do you feel like maybe one of these wheels need to fall off for the other one to happen? Like, how do you balance ambition, what you want to do, the quest for being successful, and staying true to who you are?
It can go both ways. It can go both ways. My story will be different from your story.
Okay.
You understand? But for me is, you can be successful and ambitious while staying true to yourself.
You don't have to forsake anyone.
Yeah, you don't.
Okay.
Yeah. But so there's a little bit of challenge when it comes to business nowadays. Like this one time provoked told me, like, I know you're dope, and I know there are some of artists that you don't feel the way they do their music and everything, which we name them as whack.
Whack. But nobody wants to be whack. Yeah.
But what if the so-called whack is the one who have more traction than you? Will you be able to do? Like? Is it easy for you
to be whack
with that person? Like in order to gain the same tension that he received, like collaborating, we have a track together that we exchange. You get my TZ fans, I get your South African fans and everything. But what about a so-called whack? Is one who is banging, and you want
such is life,
and then you want the traction that he's having. Will you be able to collaborate with such a person like that, or you will still stay true to yourself? So it depends.
I see.
So it's okay to stay true to yourself. Like I don't F with those type of shit. That's cool. But in business wise. So I think the good thing is the balance. You talked about the balance. I think we need to find balance in each and everything that we want to do. I might not feeling you, but if it's worth it to collaborate with you so I can get somewhere, then let's do it.
Okay.
So the balance is...
All right, so it's always a balance between those three. All the time, there needs to be a blend. Okay, now I get you. But have you, in that blending, there's always the concept of sacrifice. Yeah, you've heard of that concept. But have you ever had to sacrifice, Mulla's, let's say, values, Mulla's core beliefs, or I don't know, in order, to move ahead in life? Do you think that's a valid concern?
I think it is.
Yeah.
It is a valid concern. Like this one time, it was last year actually. I did grades.
Okay.
And the people who knows me from the start, they know, like since way back, I was against all that. But this time around, I was like, wait, let me try and see. So I did great. I remember I took a video and sent it to my mom. My mother was like, what the hell? What's going on? I was like, Mom, I'm trying. And then we were in Nairobi. We go to Tizen.
Okay.
But there's something I learned through that process. Normally, I used to, my hairstyle was always Afro. I was always cutting this side and
growing the top.
That's it. Yeah. But the difference was in attention. When I had braids, each and everywhere I go, people will stop and stare.
What's going on?
What's going on? Most of people that they don't know me, they start talking to me in English. They thought I'm not from
How crazy is that, though?
But when I have my normal Afro, I'm no one.
Just a number in the crowd. Just another number in the
so
crowd.
It was like an experiment, but also I've learned a lot. That's why this time around I decided I just want to try to do some grade and see the reaction, how it's going to be. At the end of the day, we all artists. We need to,
of course, impression
when we go into several places and everything. So to me, that was a sacrifice, which gave me a lot of advantages and everything. I did learn through that process.
Okay, now I got you. The next thing I want to ask you is related to the concept of hard work. Right? And I want to say, putting in the work, do you see a connection between putting in the work and receiving results? I give you an example. Okay. I had an argument concerning the concept of hard work when people used to make the saying. They say that Africans are lazy, Africans don't work. That's why there's so much poverty in Africa. And one of the responses I used to give was, think about the amount of time and effort and dedication that Africans have to do for the most basic things. I'm talking something like firewood. In the village, you find like a mother who's got a child on her back. She's got firewood and she's walking for a long distance to pick up the firewood. For me, that's a sheer amount of hard work. Africans are not lazy, right? What is your view on hard work, Mulla? Do you find that hard work is necessary for success, or do you think it's just a thing of luck? Do you have a policy or a philosophy around putting in the work?
So there's something called, there's hard work, smart work, working smart.
Okay.
And hard working. You might be going hard, but if you're not going smart, it's hard.
Okay.
But I do believe there's one thing Kevin told me one day. Was like, bro, this year we're gonna make a lot of money. And I was like, I hope so. Okay, but why are you saying that? It's like all this hard work we put in what we love, it must work.
Okay.
It must work. And I'm telling you this because I know I've been in the same road before. So I know each and every. So that had been my thing ever since.
Okay.
I'm just working.
Okay. You've just said something now. You said you've been on the journey, right? In the journey, as you discover these things, what is the work of failure? Have you been confronted with failure?
Yeah.
And what is, what has failure done for you? Or
Too many times.
Too many times.
I think to me, failure is a process of learning. You need to go through that.
Yo, yeah.
We need to embrace
Failure.
Failure. I mean, we need to embrace it and go through that. If we keep running away from our failures.
Yeah.
Failures.
Failures.
I don't know.
Failure.
Failures.
Yeah.
If you keep running away, it's like lying to yourself.
But the pain is too hard, though.
I know the pain is too hard, but you believe in God, right?
Yeah.
I do believe in God. I believe God is giving you something that you can endure, something that
So in other words,
something that fits you. Like if it's a pain, it's something that fits you. You need to fight. You need to go through that. And once you go through that, because you can't keep running away of pain, because I know it's pain, but there's no way that there will never be a time that it's gonna be like, now the pain is over, I'm free. Pain is always gonna be there. It's always gonna be there, whether you like it or not. So we need to find a way to embrace it and to build a resilience. Yeah, that's the most
ability to rise up after. And learn, like you said,
Yeah. So it's a process. It is.
Yeah, but what you said is powerful about the fact that you probably will not be confronted with the type of failure that you're not built for.
You're not built.
You know that when you get confronted with failure, there's probably capacity within you to overcome it.
So it's just you, like, but you need also to develop this mindset of like, failure is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Each and every time it attacks me, I'm like, come on,
bring it on. Let's see.
do it.
I'm ready.
Let's do it. But at the end of the day, we all different. There's a way we perceive things. The way I perceive things is totally different to the way you perceive things. But to me, failure is something beautiful. I embrace it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you, in South Africa, we have a lot of cartoons, right? On television, we watch a lot of cartoons, and I'm not sure in Dar es Salaam or Morogoro, ladies and gentlemen. This man is from Morogoro right here, Did you watch cartoons when you were young? Like animations on television?
I used to, but...
Didn't you have a superhero on those animations?
Yeah, I do. Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo is a man.
What about Johnny Bravo do you like?
We talk about failure. We talk about failure.
Yeah.
Johnny is always believing in himself.
Yeah.
He's always that guy, happy, positive. He get turned off too many times, but the resilience, he's back again. Johnny Bravo is always the spirit of Johnny Bravo is heavy.
Is embodying Fredrick Mulla.
He's heavy. Johnny Bravo is heavy. And in TZ, we used to have
this is dope.
We used to have these magazines, cartoons.
Yeah. Like comic strips. Comic strips. Yeah.
There's this one called Pimbi.
Okay.
So Pimbi means a short person.
Okay.
But the whole story about Pimbi, it was like Pimbi was this kind of guy who likes ladies, but each and every time he approaches ladies, they turn him down.
Okay.
Each and every time.
Yeah.
Each and every time.
That was his fate.
It's fate. So when I was in university, I remember I was that guy. I was going in any girl see, yo, what's up?
Trying your Mac life.
That was my story. So my friends used to call me Pimbi. Because it was hard. Yeah, because it was hard for me.
Yeah.
It was hard for me. So Pimbi in the house. So I think Pimbi and Johnny Bravo.
Dog.
Are my favorites. Yeah.
Fredrick Mulla, aka Johnny Bravo, aka Pimbi in the house.
Yeah.
One last one, Fredrick Mulla. If you had a theme song, yeah. Onka was telling me that there's a specific song that you like listening to, but I don't know if you consider that a theme song. But if we were to see Fredrick Mulla at the height of his life, at the height of his life, what song would be playing?
Wow.
What song is playing in the background as you were, like, yeah, I've reached the apex. What's that soundtrack? Is it something from the soundtrack of Johnny Bravo?
No.
Is it something in your own catalog? Is it something you heard when you were 12? I don't know. Well,
I would say J. Cole's album. J. Cole, Forest Hills.
Forest Hill. Okay, Forest Hill Drive.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the banging. Yeah,
Forest
that's what's in your soundtrack.
Yes.
On that day where you're like, damn, finally.
Forest Hill
I've been
Drive.
telling y'all to believe me. I'm here now.
Yeah.
That's what's banging.
Even the intro, I remember the intro is saying on that album.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wanna be happy? Do you wanna be happy?
Yeah.
Or free from? Yeah, that's. I mean, like Forest Hill
Sure.
Drive. It is the theme.
Sure.
Yeah, for my life.
On that fantastic note of Forest Hill Drive, we buying out. It's been a fantastic time chopping it up with my man,
Thank
Fredrick
you, bro.
Mulla. Thanks for making this time available.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. As always, I'm Landmark, and I'm out.
Yeah, bro. This is my first interview in English. I did well.